Hey everybody, it's Rockula, and this is the Rockula update for March 2015. And we're going to talk about the three channels that I have going right now. The first one is Rockula Retrospective, which is my review channel. Then there's Rockula Presents, which is where I put up footage of music-oriented stuff for right now. And then Rockula Productions is where I put up my own music, and I also use that to watch YouTube. So if you ever want to know what do I watch when I'm on YouTube, that's the channel to go to. So let's start with the status of all three channels. I'm still under a 15-minute limitation on all three channels because of copyright infringement. First one, I've still got a little bit left on Rockula Productions and Rockula Presents. And then I just recently got one on Rockula Retrospective. That makes two on Rockula Retrospective. The first one, you guys remember, was a Talking Dead episode that the volume was up too high on the TV. But the second one is I did a bunch of Walking Dead mashups, and I thought they'd be okay, but got a second strike. And if you're watching this, be prepared for my account to get terminated because, you know, I really like doing this, but at the same time, I can't stop doing things the way that I do them. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit. So, had all the Walking Dead mashups. I pulled them. Disputed my first strike, and they ignored me. Haven't heard from them. Got a thing back on all my channels now saying that none of my strikes are, you can't dispute any of them. So they're not available to be disputed. Thinking about hosting my videos on other sites as well. I mean, I was doing that with Count Rockula's Theater for the Insane on Vimeo, but I think it's time to stretch out and upload to other places. I thought I could play by the rules with YouTube, but it appears that I cannot. Okay, well, we got The Walking Dead coming up. It's still happening till March, the end of March, and that's where most of my energy goes to on Rockula Retrospective. I shot a Zappaphile episode, but I'm not real happy with it, so I want to reshoot the host footage, and that brings us to Rockula Presents. Now, I put this up. It's Voivod in Chicago in 1988, and credit the band. Their live performance is so close to the recorded material that I got third-party content matches on over 3/4 of these videos. I got spooked, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to mess with the copyright police right now. On a matter of principle, it's not that important, so I am going to try to figure out where else to host this, and I'll put up what I can. Still got some other stuff on VHS that I can dig up, and, you know, it's just something that don't want to tempt fate there. Now, the big story right now with Rockula Presents, no, not Rockula Presents, Rockula Productions, is that I just got that Roland P10 visual sampler, and that means that I'm going to be able to do my music on a level like I've been wanting to do, which is video and audio triggered at the same time. My main thing is Pyroclastic Flow, but I have a bunch of different offshoots that I'm going to do where it's basically just multitasking with video and audio at the same time. Right now, Pyroclastic flows from the drums, but who knows what I can do. You know, I could do anything. So since I have a little time left, I just wanted to kind of give everybody the general scope of what I'm trying to accomplish here on YouTube. The first time I ever uploaded things on YouTube was for Count Rockula's Theater for the Insane, which is over here. Now, it was called Theater for the Insane, and it promptly got deleted because it was just loaded with copyright infringement. So I had to host that on other sites, but still, I kept a second channel up called Rockula Productions. And I put my mixes up on there, and I've had my copyright strikes on Rockula Productions, but but a lot of it is Pyroplastic Flow, which is a live show that I do that's a multimedia, multi-instrumental kind of show where I play guitar, bass, and drums, and I trigger video and audio and do noise and all kinds of weird stuff like that. And what I'm wanting to do is I was trying to figure out how I could capitalize on all the things that I do with Pyroplastic Flow in the popular media that is happening now, which is obviously the biggest one is YouTube. So I took this kind of attitude, tried to apply it to YouTube, and it just doesn't work because I use a lot of copyrighted material that I think I should be able to use pretty much because I'm not really making any money off of it, you know? Once I start making money, I'll start making my own videos, but up until now, it's been kind of an experiment thing, and I know that I need to evolve into a time where I have to create my own videos, but I'm still stuck here for right now. Anyways, so that being said, all of the 3 channels that I'm doing are really extensions of the different interests that involve what I do and what I want to do, which is be a multimedia artist. And I just wanted to make sure that people know that I don't have any illusions about hit counts and stuff. That the Walking Dead stuff that I've done, it takes, the full reviews can take an entire day, and sometimes I'll get 30 hits on it. But you can be all corny and go, I'm doing it for the art. But right now, what you guys are watching is me learning how to be a modern multimedia artist. And I did most of my informative years in the 20th century, and now I'm very happy that I have at least the attitude that I want to catch up to the 21st century, and the ideas that I had at the beginning of the 21st century, I think are ready to be presented to the world, because I think the world is ready for ideas like that. Now, just a little side note, my own personal things that I have to tell myself to keep myself on track, and one of those things is, if you start to think that you're too smart for people to understand what you're doing, then you're dead. You might as well quit making art, because all you're going to do is be bitter and angry. But trust me, there's plenty of reasons for me to be bitter and angry, but I'm all trying to get that in the past. So one of the things that I want to talk about that's in the future is I'm going to be concentrating a lot more on Rockula Productions once Pyroplastic Flow gets back up on its feet. And I'm also going to be doing some projects that revolve around the multitasking and the multimedia thing. And I can't give too much away because I'm desperately afraid that people are going to steal my ideas like everybody else out there. We all have the same ideas, and we're all worried that somebody's going to steal it. So, you just gotta go out there and do it. And that's my advice to especially people that lived most of their lives in the 20th century and want to keep up with what's going on right now. My advice to you is everything is fair game, and anything you want to do, there's a market for you out there somewhere if you just do it. It may be 30 viewers every time you put up a video. It may be 30,000. It doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do and create what you want to create. So I'm so friggin' pumped for 2015. I have all the tools that I need, and I got a vehicle. I'm ready to start Pyroplastic Flow up again. Maybe it'll turn into something else, and I'm going to be doing The Walking Dead, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff that will touch itself. And I'm just very happy that you've chosen to take a peek into my life and my creative efforts. And just thank you very much for watching. So I'll see you on Rockula Retrospective, Rockula Productions, and Rockula Presents. I'm Rockula. See you soon.